So I've talked about all of my favorite toys from 2018. I've talked about all of the things that I'm already looking forward to in 2019. And then it dawned on me that New York Toy Fair is only a few short weeks away, which means we're gonna learn about a whole new batch of awesome stuff coming out. I started thinking about what I might be most excited to see at that show, and then I turned to you guys. And I asked you on social media as well as on Patreon the things that you are the most excited about seeing at New York Toy Fair. Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and in today's video we're going to talk about 7 things you guys are hoping to see announced, revealed, or at least spoken about at New York Toy Fair 2019. So let's start things off with Mattel's Jurassic World toy line. A lot of people brought this up when I asked about it, and it makes total sense. In 2018, Mattel kind of knocked it out of the park with their line of dinosaur toys from the new Jurassic World movie. And just because 2018 was a movie year doesn't mean Mattel is planning on slowing down with the Jurassic World license. We know that in this non-movie year they are planning to keep the line going. In fact, you might already see some new Jurassic World toys in the stores where the packaging has been rebranded a little bit to Dino Rivals, so it doesn't have the Fallen Kingdom name on there anymore. But there are some things that folks are really excited to see better reveals of at New York Toy Fair. One thing specifically, back at San Diego Comic-Con, we were teased with a new line of 6-inch scale, super articulated collector figures from the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World films. At San Diego, we got to see Owen in that 6-inch scale. We got to see Dr. Malcolm from the original Jurassic Park in that 6-inch scale, and we got to see a super articulated figure of Blue, the Velociraptor. So, what's the status on these? We haven't heard anything about them since we saw those figures revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. So hopefully New York Toy Fair will bring us a lot more news, maybe even some more figure reveals for this collector line. But there's one big thing that I think a lot of people are hoping to see a final reveal of, because the other thing they told us was coming at San Diego Comic-Con was a massive Brachiosaurus. This new dinosaur figure is supposed to be massive, being completely larger than any of the other dinosaurs we've already got in the line, which includes that massive super colossal T-Rex. So I know I am right there along with you guys. I want to see this giant new Brachiosaurus at Toy Fair. Fingers crossed. For number 6, everybody wants to know, what are Mattel's plans for the DC license? As I talked about in a previous video, a big bombshell was dropped that 2019 is Mattel's last year with the DC Comics license for their boys action lines. After that, in 2020, the license is going to go over to Spin Master. So a lot of people want to know what Mattel's plans are for their final year with the license. Will they be going out with a bang and just flooding us with all kinds of new stuff, specifically in their DC Multiverse line, which is what people want to see? Or are they going to go out with a whimper and just really not give us a whole lot this year? I guess hopefully we will find out at Toy Fair, because when I go up to that Mattel showroom, we might see a new line of DC figures, or maybe we won't. I guess time will tell. The other thing a lot of people want to know that kind of ties to this is, what are Spin Master's plans? Now the thing is we might be way too early to know. I doubt Spin Master is going to have anything to show us because they aren't releasing DC figures in 2019. So it'll be next year's Toy Fair that we will probably get something, or they might start revealing things at the end of this year. But I already do have an appointment with Spin Masters. I will definitely ask them just to see what they can tell us. Number 5 is always a big one. You guys want to know what's up with Hasbro's Marvel Legends line. And what I mean by what's up is, what are they going to reveal? Because at New York Toy Fair, Hasbro always brings it with the Marvel Legends property. Last year they revealed so many figures. They dropped that whole 10 years of the MCU line, which was like a separate line of Marvel Legends figures for the cinematic universe. But we also saw several waves of figures. Now leading into this new New York Toy Fair for 2019, we already know of a lot of Marvel Legends coming out this year. They've already revealed that whole new wave of X-Men figures, which looks amazing. They've already revealed the Captain Marvel movie figures, so we've seen a lot of stuff. So I guess the question is, what are they going to reveal? What secrets do they have? Is there anything that they've held back? I'm guessing yes. we still have other movies coming out this year, such as Avengers Endgame and the new Spider-Man movie, Far From Home. We're probably gonna see something for those, I would imagine, but also what other comic stuff are we getting? Are we getting any more surprise, larger scale stuff? So you guys are definitely excited for Marvel Legends, and so am I. I always love seeing what they reveal at the Hasbro showroom. Number 4 is NECA Toys. Specifically, a whole bunch of you said they couldn't wait for the Dan and Randy show, which makes me feel really good. But seriously, I already have my appointment booked with Randy and NECA Toys. It's my very first appointment on the Saturday of New York Toy Fair, so I'm really excited to see what is going on with NECA Toys, because they have released a lot of great stuff in the past year. But you know what? 2019 looks like it's going to be huge for NECA Toys. I already talked about this in my video where I was anticipating a lot of their releases this year, because a lot of the things I'm already looking forward to are all coming from NECA. But that's just the stuff we already know. They're going to be revealing new things at the show. And I know that I specifically want to see what else they're planning to do with like a lot of their Kenner homages. But I'm also curious to see what they're doing with all of their movie licenses. And you guys specifically said you want information on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because back at San Diego Comic-Con, Randy said that they were going to be revealing a whole bunch of new stuff. In fact, aside from that Dimension X set that, fingers crossed, is coming this year at some point, Randy mentioned that they're revealing more villains, more popular villains. And I think I know exactly who he was hinting at. So, oh my gosh, do I hope they reveal those villains at New York Toy Fair. On top of that, we should get our first in-person look at the quarter-scale Shredder, and maybe we'll get some news on it being in a 6-inch release somewhere down the line. Definitely expect me to talk to Randy about all this stuff, because just like you guys, I'm really excited about it. Number 3 is a pretty big one. A lot of you guys have been asking me about it, and there's several things that I'm going to lump into the same one. And I'm going to call this one, What's Going On with Masters of the Universe? Seriously, what's going on with Masters of the Universe? There are so many questions that people are hoping to get some answers on here at New York Toy Fair. So first things first, Super 7 said that they're going to be announcing a brand new wave of collector's choice figures for Masters of the Universe Classics. A lot of us are really excited to see what these figures are. A lot of the more recent releases from them have been Filmation based, so this is going to be our first wave in a while that's not Filmation based, and I know that I specifically am very excited about it, and so are you guys. So we should be definitely getting to see what those are. But some of these other questions, I guess time will tell when we get there. The next question a lot of people are asking, what's going on with Mattel and Masters of the Universe? You see, at San Diego Comic-Con and at PowerCon last year, Mattel came out and all of a sudden they showed all this product that they want to do for Masters of the Universe. They showed off some 12-inch retro figures, they showed off a series of dolls for She-Ra, they showed off some new 5.5-inch vintage style figures, they showed all kinds of stuff that they said that they want to do. So, what are they doing? What does this mean for Super 7? What does this mean for Mattel? I hope we get some sort of news at Toy Fair. I have no idea if we will. I don't know if Brandon from Mattel is going to be there. It really kind of depends on if Mattel is ready to roll this stuff out or talk to us about it. If they have like a collector event, that's probably where they will do it. I doubt they will have anything in the regular Mattel showroom, except, and this is the next part of it, will we be getting She-Ra figures from the new Netflix series? A lot of people ask me if I knew anything about that. I've heard rumors, I don't know for sure, but we will hopefully see those at New York Toy Fair, and since that will probably be a retail line aimed at kids, those will probably be in the regular Mattel showroom, so hopefully we will see those there. So yeah, a lot of questions with Masters. What's going on with it in general? Where's Classics going? Is it continuing on with Super 7? Is Mattel doing Master stuff again? What's going on with Netflix She-Ra? You guys wanted to know all of that, so it's right here in this spot, and hopefully I'll find out as much as I can. Oh, and Snake Mountain. We can't forget about Snake Mountain. Everybody keeps asking me what's going on with Snake Mountain, and again, I don't know. I haven't heard anything since we saw at San Diego Comic-Con that it was coming, and we saw at PowerCon, and they announced that they would be doing some sort of payment system for it and everything. We still don't have release specifics. So hopefully, if Super 7 is moving forward with it, we will find out at Toy Fair, and hopefully we will get full details on the release of Snake Mountain as well. Number 2 is a big one, and a lot of people brought this up, and I completely forgot about it until so many people mentioned it. Hasbro's Power Rangers. This was huge news that broke right before Toy Fair last year, that Hasbro got the license for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or just Power Rangers in general, not necessarily Mighty Morphin, all Power Rangers. Hasbro got the license. This was huge news because Bandai had always had the Power Rangers license. Then after Toy Fair, we found out that not only did Hasbro get the license, they outright bought the brand. Hasbro owns Power Rangers now. It is one of their brands. And we've seen a few teases because they had the Power Rangers themselves, like people in costume, at Toy Fair last year to tease it. They had them again at San Diego Comic-Con in their event, but they haven't shown any product yet. Is this the year? Is this the year we finally see what they're doing? So many people want to know what their plans are for Power Rangers. What are they going to be doing? Obviously, they're going to want to do figures off of whatever new series is coming out, but are they going to do retro stuff too? Are we going to get 6-inch Legends figures in the same vein as Marvel Legends or Star Wars Black Series for the adult collectors, as well as the kids lines? How are they going to handle the Zords? Are we going to expect to see Zords done in the same quality as their Transformers? I mean, there are a lot of questions here, and a lot of people are hoping that we are going to see something for Power Rangers this year, so this might be it. This almost was the biggest thing that you guys wanted to see, almost. But the next one was asked about just a little bit more. The number one thing that you guys want to see at New York Toy Fair? What is going on with the Thundercats? Yes, that's right. So many people have asked me what's going on with Thundercats. What do I know about Thundercats? And right now I know nothing. I know as much as you guys. You see, back at PowerCon, Mattel dropped a bombshell saying that they were hoping to restart the Thundercats Classics line exactly where it left off. So now people want to know, is it happening? Is it coming? Do they have plans for this? And I would imagine that if it's coming, Toy Fair is going to be where they finally show us and tell us about it. Now, this is very similar to their Master stuff. I would imagine if they're going to tell us, it's going to be at a collector event, which I still don't know if Mattel is having a collector event this year. They haven't sent out an invite for it yet. But if they do, that's where it's going to be. Hopefully Brandon will be there. Hopefully I can ask Brandon about it, because he'd be the guy to ask. He'd be the guy to know. He'd be the guy that's probably working, his team would be working on this line. So Thundercats is the big thing that everybody wants to know about. And hopefully we will get some news at New York Toy Fair this year. So there you go, my friends. That is a countdown of all of the things you guys are hoping to see at New York Toy Fair 2019. I gotta give a very special shout out to all of my supporters on Patreon for helping me create this list and getting it ready and prepped for this video here. If you guys ever want the power to, manipulate my videos like that, head on over and check out my Patreon page. It's only $1 if you want to jump in. You don't have to, of course. Like I always say, my content will always remain 100% free, but it was really fun working with you guys to put together this list. Stay tuned, because New York Toy Fair is coming up very soon, middle of February. Begins, I believe, the weekend of the 16th of February, and my reporting will begin right away. Until next time, my friends.